In this episode, my wife Jess and I are headed to the Dominican Republic for a break from winter weather to check a new country off of our list and, of course, to squeeze in a little time for fishing. I was very excited to take advantage of their loose spearfishing regulations. There isn't much here that isn't a potential target.
Yes!
Smoked it.
Oh my God!
Welcome back, friends, to the 8th installment of the Carnivore Initiative. So again, the Carnivore Initiative started on the 29th of July of last year, the 2024. This trip in the Dominican started on the 8th of January in 2025. That means so far we're 163 days into the diet as of the start of this trip. A couple of things to remember. Now from here on out until the end of the 1 year diet, I'm going to be doing summaries only of the meat I've eaten. And that is until the 29th of 2025. At that time, I'll do a post-diet summary of all the animals I've consumed. How many pounds of each and how many of each. That goes for fish, deer, turkey, all that. And all meat is from animals that I, my wife, or my kids have killed, except for the eggs. I do eat the 3 eggs with breakfast almost every day. And I eat nothing but meat. Occasionally, I will put a little bit of no sugar added ketchup on a plate to dip a brat in. A couple times a week, I'll add a little bit of cheese to a meal. And then I do drink beer once or twice a week. So I did say I wasn't going to give that up, but I stick with a light beer and I don't go too crazy. But let's go over the totals. Make this short and sweet. So, eggs, thus far, 445 eggs. That's a big number, but do the math, it's a little less than 3 a day. And now reptiles. This is from leftover iguana that I had that you saw in, what was it, probably the 2nd episode. We're still at 1.5. But just know that's going to change here in the next couple episodes. And then turkey, we're up to 10 pounds. And red meat. This includes all pork, venison sausage, anything like that. We are at 270.7. A lot of meat. And then fish, at this point, we are up to 40.5 pounds. Now, that's a terrible 5, but what can I say? I don't use whiteboards very often. But yeah, so fish has gone up because it is ice fishing season here in Wisconsin. And so stay tuned for the next episode. We'll be having some pickling some pike. But yeah, so these are our totals. Let's get at it. Our original plan was to get out to sea for rod and reel and spearfishing. Unfortunately, the weather wouldn't allow it. The wind was crazy every day on both sides of the island. Because of this, we weren't able to find a charter to even take us out. But I refused to miss the opportunity and decided to take my spearfishing equipment to the roped-off swimming area right in front of the resort. Alright, so been in the Dominican, spent 3 full days so far, and the water has still been far too rough to try to do any fishing in. This is the best it's been so far, and it's not the greatest. But today's the last full day down here, so I am bound and determined to kill at least 8 fish and eat it. So that's what's gonna happen. Don't care if it takes me all day. Hope I don't drown. Here we go. Right off the bat, I had a chance at a small barracuda. I was excited, missed my shot, I was so mad. Swims off, but it wasn't the last I was gonna see of him. I was definitely limited on opportunity with this approach. The deepest parts I had access to were only about 8 feet deep and no more than 30 to 40 yards from the water's edge. If you try swimming out past the buoys, I found out very quickly that they strongly disapprove. But I suppose safety is the best policy anyway. Small reef fish were pretty much my only option here, but it was a blast. Swimming around with my spear gun, shooting at all kinds of different little tiny reef fish made me feel like a little kid in the backyard with my BB gun again. And I suppose it was great target practice for a novice like me. I see my barracuda again, but try as I might, just couldn't ever quite get close enough to get a good shot. I tried sneaking in for a closer look at this eel, but no luck. He disappeared into the caverns there. Again, here's my barracuda. Just can't quite get close enough. But I figured I had to go for a risky shot anyway. was time to go back to the hotel and see if I could figure out a way to make some ceviche. Hey, Remus here. Important public service announcement. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But what we did was we had a lot of tequila and we shot a whole bunch of fish. And now all these fish, they will be ceviche. We got, so in order, we have this here. This is a black bar soldier fish. That is one of the reef fish we managed to nab. Very pretty. We have a Tidewater Mohara. Pretty much just a piece of bait, but we're gonna add it to the ceviche. This here is a blue runner, a trevally. Caught those off the pier in Miami, and I shot a hole in one today. And next, the very first one I shot, this is a black margate, or a grunt, if you've ever heard of them. And we got us a palometa, una palometa, right here. Palometa. Had a whole school of these come swimming by, and I had not seen them before, and they passed right in front of me, so I decided I'm nailing one. So it is also another type of trevally, just like the blue trevally here. Just like that guy, the blue runner. And we have long spine squirrel fish. I think I'm right on this. I'm cheating and using an app, so this is going to be a mixed batch ceviche. We are going to find out. And then also, last but not least, the ocean surgeon. The ocean surgeon is a beautiful little fella. It's got brilliant, oh, they don't show up so good now, but we got brilliant blue little things. These are way prettier in the water, but we're gonna cut them up, see how they all taste. Gotta do what we gotta do. Here it is. And now it's time for random reef fish ceviche. We got all these little fellas, because I'm not a successful enough spear fisherman to go get the big ones. And we're gonna see what a whole mess of these taste like together. Just gotta skin them up, chop them up. I'll be right back. All these cute little tiny fillets. Just keep working them. And you find that the key to good hotel room ceviche with random reef fish is to be as unprepared as possible. Cutting your meat in the unsanitary bathroom of the resort. And you hope for the best, you know. Sometimes just what you gotta do. That's a really useless fillet. Yeah. Yep. A nice one. Probably not the best to rinse it off on that either, but we're gonna find out if lime juice will kill it. All right. That'll be enough fish so that I can say that I made some ceviche. Now we take, speaking of unpreparedness, take the fish, put it in the bag, and find your lines. You would think it'd be easy down at a resort to get your ingredients for this stuff, but it was a chore. And I only have like half of the stuff I wanted for it, but I still gotta be able to say I made ceviche down here. Just get these squeezed in there. And give that 20 minutes. And the meat is good. Welcome back to Seth's Hotel Bathroom Cuisine. We have our meat. They're all nice and white now. It's cooked up in that lime juice. We got some peppers. We're gonna put those babies in there. And we got some maters. Maters go in there? Yeah, we'll just do the whole thing. And a bunch of onion. And we're gonna mix that up. Add some salt and pepper, because why not? 2 things of salt. Okay, that's wet. That's gross. Okay, that's gross. Okay. Well, we're gonna add some pepper. This may or may not be great. Probably not. But we will find out. Mix it around in the bag. I'm nervous about it, but I'm gonna eat it. Dammer. Okay, moment of truth. Not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous about this. We got some real shoddy ingredients. And yeah, Dominican sink water, all that good stuff. So over lips, past the gums. It's not amazing. I've done better, but thanks for watching. Until next time.